Okay, we have the Panasonic tc-p50s30, and we're taking off the back panel, so you can see there's screws here, 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 kind of just all the way around the edge there, there, there. You can see it says ST4. Everywhere there's an arrow, there's going to be a screw coming out. So go around the edge, get all of them. On the bottom, there are a couple you can't really see. There's one here, one there, one there, and one there. And then also you need to take these ones off as well that are on the back. There's a couple right here where the plug-in goes, and then there's quite a few that go around where this board is at. So make sure to get them all out when you're pulling on this piece to get it off. If there's any kind of resistance, that means that there's still a screw in there. So I'm going to go ahead and undo all those, and I'll show you how to take off the back panel. I just took out the screws. There's 4 different kinds. There's these ones that came out of here. There's these ones that came out all the way around. There's these 2 that came out of here and here. And there's these couple that came out of where all your auxiliary ports are at, where your plug-in is at, and over where your volume control is at. So make sure to put those in different piles so that you don't lose them or forget what goes where. So the next thing, there's up here, there's clips. So your TV lip will hang just over the edge of those. So it's kind of hard to pull, but you just kind of give it a little pull. Not too hard, you're going to break it. If it feels too much resistance, let it go. Once you've unhooked them from there, you should be able to pull it apart. Let's see, I'm having a little bit of trouble here, so I might be hung up on one of these bolts. Let me check real fast. So I had 2 bolts that I forgot were right there. Like I said, if there's any kind of resistance, don't pull too hard. You got a screw that's there. So it kind of comes undone after that. It just pops off. And then you have access to all of your boards. The one, I've already done some research. This is my bad one, but I'm parting out this so that I can be able to sell it and make some money back. So here you have your SC board. This one is your power board. This one is your auxiliary port with all of your ribbons attached to it. So that's the main components of it. If you need to get to each one, that's how you get to whatever it is. I'm doing some research. Like I said, I'm going to part this out and try and make some money back off of it. I'm going to take off your volume control and your power button. So what you want to do, there's a little wire back here. All you do is kind of give it a little pull, just kind of shimmy it out, it pops right out. And then you got some screws that you need to undo here and right below that as well. Got these almost undone. You see it's starting to get a little bit wobbly on there. And it just pops right off. So to put your new one back on, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to slide it back into place. And then put those 2 bolts on and then put this wire back on. So that's to get your volume control out. Now that we have your volume control out of the way, you're going to want to undo all of these. So you just lift them up and lift and lift, lift, lift. Okay, now to get these out, you're not going to really want to pull on it. Kind of what you're going to want to do is you're going to put a screwdriver in there, and kind of just work it out. You're not pulling real hard, just kind of giving it just a little bit of pulling. That's all you do. You don't want to rip these things. If you're using 2 hands, it's a little bit easier. Like I said, just kind of give them just a little bit of a tug. When you go to put them back in, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to put these things back in there. Very carefully. You push them in, and then you take and you just close that shut. So let me finish taking these out. all the way to the bottom. And then, so this is your buffer board that we're taking off right now. And so you're also going to want to undo all the screws all the way down, which I'll do real fast. Okay, just a quick reminder what I do. So I just pull the top one out and I put it kind of in order. So it's right there. Next I'm going to take it and pull that one out and put it next to it. I'm going to line them all the way down. That way I remember which screw went where and kind of in what order. Okay, so I've got all the top ones, but this one undone. You're going to want to make sure that you do this beforehand. You can take and undo this little piece. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to pinch it and give it just a little pull. You don't want to pull too hard. You can kind of bend it over. And then here, you can see this. This was up like this. You pop it down. And then this little piece, you can kind of just shimmy out. And there we go. So it fell off. So I'm going to put it to the side. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. So you got to pull this one, bend it back a little bit. Remember, be very careful with all these. You could break them very easy. So squeeze this one as well and pull. Pull it back. So now everything is almost loose. You just got to go through and undo your last couple screws. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've taken that off now. Like I said, I have my screws in order from top to bottom. I'm not going to show putting it back on because I'm actually parting this TV out. But if you want to put it back on, just follow exactly how you got that one back off. Kind of memorize it, do it at the same time. And that's how you get your buffer board out. Next step for getting our SC board out. So you got to undo this. So just pull this up. And then just slowly kind of work this out like you've done all the rest of them. You're going to want to unplug this, so push down the button and pull it out. And then kind of move it out of the way. And then you're going to have screws kind of all the way down it that you're going to have to take out. Being careful to do that. So I'll go ahead and undo all the screws. The last screw left up on the very top. So it's kind of dangling here. What I did notice while I was doing this, you see here, there are arrows to where there's a screw on the whole thing. So when you go to put this back on, you end up with an extra screw or something, just look for the arrows. That's where they belong. So I'm going to go ahead and undo this one. My SC board is bad, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm going to try and send it off or try and sell it for parts. Oops. And so there we go, it fell off. So there's the SC board. That's how you take it off. So now we've removed the buffer and the SC board. If you have any questions, let me know.